that. Kit. Alright, we'll move that there. Yo. Oh, fuck. Damn, I did it again. Man, this. Why is it so loud? Holy shit. Alright, so, manage my stream. So I just forgot to. Bother verifying the shit. Ooh, we're at 272 followers. That's crazy. Oh. Yeah. There's more. This. Hola. Yeah, I see. Sure. Alright. Okay. There we go. Well, that's shared and all. Do I have anything else to do? No, not that I'm aware of. Hey yo. Oh. Oh. Well, time to put my casting hoodie on. Lord knows people want to see me in my outfit. Oh Lord. Oh yeah. Oh. Holy. Well, how is everyone tonight? Should it be long? There's no one in the lobby right now. I'm just kind of being chill. I think I might have to be remade because it doesn't have the tournament code. I don't think. I don't know if we do use the tournament code or whatever in the GGL. I kind of forgot. Ooh. I think it's a best of. We got about 14 minutes left until the, well, start of the live stream. Oh, I don't want to switch to the other overlay just in case we need to like have a remake and stuff. Well, for the tournament code or whatever. And whew. Oh yeah. Dun, dun. Oh, thank you, Farewell33, for the follow. Much appreciated, my man. Alright, I'm back. I'm back. Alright, well, still just me, Ralphix, and Bax in the lobby. It was pretty quiet too, so. Oh, brother, Gaduni. Alright, people are starting to join. People are starting to join. Oh, people moving into the spectators. Let me just move some dishes around so things make more sense for my setup. Do, 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 do. Only 8 minutes to go, guys. And hopefully things will get started. I'll switch to a different overlay when something's happening on the screen. But right now, shit's pretty dead. Not gonna lie. Do, 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 do. Da, 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 da. Oh. Do, do, do. Da, da, da. Ooh. Ba, da, ba. think. Oh, new Rakes video. Oh, finally got some more people, guys. That's great. Alright, let's switch to the in-game overlay. Alright, people are joining the lobby, which is good. It's good, it's good. Oh, we're missing a few players, and then we should get a draft. Oh, okay. Oh, hey, yo. We've got a draft link, ladies and gentlemen. And you know what that means. Well, bam. So we got Love It on red, and we got Cyber on blue here for game number 1. Well, All right, we are. I guess it looks like there's gonna be a slight delay. Apparently, the Love It jungler felt it appropriate to start a Valorant game 20 minutes before the start of the playoffs game. Kind of crazy, but hey, I mean, it is what it is, right? Hey, yo, what's up, Farewell? Oh, won't be too long. We're just waiting on the Love Esports jungler to arrive, and then uh, we'll probably get the draft started. So I have no idea how long a Valorant game is, but yeah. How much? Finally got a new Wi-Fi. Hey, that's awesome. You're gonna start playing some League of Legends? I know that's like one of the worst games to play unless you have like a lot of people to play with, but hey, there's like 7 days to the rank grind, so you can unlock that Victoria skin. Hell yeah. We gotta run it down at the speed of sound. I think tonight's gonna be a pretty good series. Not too sure, but this match was delayed. Uh, this match was delayed in last week because there was too many people subbed out. Alright. Hmm. Man, I need some action to wake me up, bro. I'm falling asleep. I'm guessing Bartovix is the yeah. I think Sean's mid. Bartovix is jungle. Okay. And Haruki's on support. Oh, oh, it was a legendary PB Boo Boo. Oh, but yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. So that's 10 invited people. Yeah, yeah. So we just need the one more person. I think with the Jin icon, I think PB Boo Boo is an AD carry player, unless I'm wrong. All right. Oh. So farewell. Who you voting for tonight? Are you a DME or a Love Esports supporter? I've seen Zaves play, but I think I saw him play on a different roster. So I don't know if this roster has the same angle. Ah, there we go. Okay, okay. Looks like we finally got 10 people. We got 10 players. That means, you know what this means? Alright, well, I hope I don't see. Alright, sounds good. Looks like we got the ready check. Alright. Alright, here we go. We are officially into the draft, ladies and gentlemen. So let's see what it's got for us. Alright. We've got a Varus ban, a Tristana ban. Okay, so we're probably going to see something like Ezreal Jhin. How many 80 carries are getting banned tonight? Let's find out. But Tristana could be an 80 flex ban. All right, looks like we got Kog'Maw now off the table and Oriana. Okay, interesting. Okay, the clock is ticking. We are thinking. I feel like there's a lot of like really OP. Okay, Aurora makes some sense, but Hacker band. Okay, yo, I don't know what elo we're playing in, but I feel like all the good team-oriented champions are still kind of available, so it's gonna be a little bit of a free-for-all. Oh, what happened to my mic? Can we not hear me? Feels like I'm far away. Let me check. Is it better now? Testing, 1, 2, testing. Like the mic is legit right next to me. I can increase the mic volume if that helps. All right. Looks like we got a first pick in Jinx here for Cyber, so no enchanter bans. MF gonna be the answer here. Maybe we're gonna see maybe we're gonna see Rel, Alistair, Nautilus. Maybe it's not your mic, but maybe it's not your mic that it's capturing. Okay. I don't know. Let me check. Default Yeti Nano. All right, testing, 1, 2, testing. Is it better?
All right, now it's good. All right, sounds good. I don't know why I did that. Okay, well, we do get the Nautilus Slack in. Some easy way to get some crowd control in on the Jinx. It's guaranteed if the ability goes through. So we'll see what we're pairing up with this Jinx here on Cyber. We're going to pair it up with Emilio. Not the best champion to play into a Nautilus, but good for disengaging the dredge line. So we'll have to see, because that's a pretty powerful bot lane. Jesus Christ! Give me a second. There we go. Sorry about that. Just had to lower the music a little bit. It felt intrusive in my ears. So, apologies for that. Okay, we're gonna get the Mundo here for Cyber. It's a really good blind pick. Can also be played in the jungle as a flex to counter Zyra. But, I mean, Gwen versus Mundo. Kind of the typical strong side top lane matchup we expect. Nefiri here, gonna get banned, so we do not see no hot dog. Another mid laner, Hui here, gets taken off the table. Interesting. A lot of mid lane bans here from the side of Cyber towards Loveit. And, oh, Bartovix is a Hecarim OTP. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. LeBlanc gonna be the next ban. Holy shit, we've got like almost 6 mid lane bans already. That's kind of cray-cray. Let's see what Cyber here is thinking about banning to wrap up the bans. Are we gonna see a 7th mid lane ban? We're going pretty deep in the pool, but I mean, Victor is still available. Galio gonna be taken off the table. Does that mean Loveit just want to secure the Victor right away? Pretty good matchup. Would only really leave Ari or Talia in contention as a good probable pick, but knowing that this is like rather lower elo, maybe we're gonna see some spicy mid lane champions. Could even maybe see an AD option, but we do have a Mundo and a Jinx, so Cyber needs magic damage either from their jungle or their mid, and Gwen was taken off the table. So it looks like Loveit are gonna keep the mid lane for counter pick, and we're just going to lock in Jarvan here. Another good way of getting on the Jinx. However, Jarvan doesn't like Melio as much as Nautilus does. So, it's a feels bad man moment. So you can get your EQ ultimate combo interrupted by the super mega ultra fire kick. Alright, okay. Looks like Cyber Zeus is gonna pick up the Ornn. So is that that's a Mongol? A Mundo Jungle? Okay, I mean Mundo Jungle, really powerful, great clear, has insane damage scaling on monsters, and yeah, okay. This looks great. An amazing front line for this Jinx. Now we just need a bit of magic damage. What are we gonna go with? There's not that much left open, but I mean, look, Syndra, interesting. Okay, you see Gwen, Nautilus, and J4, and you lock in Syndra. Either Cyber's mid laner has the biggest balls we've ever seen, or it's literally just a kill the MF comp and then we walk away kind of story. Okay, Talia into 1 dash? Doesn't feel that amazing. Can help set up the Jarvan ultimate because the Talia E can push people back in to things. So that doesn't look too bad for us. Alright. So let me scroll back to the League client because we are not using, we do not have a tournament lobby, so it doesn't really matter. Let's run a quick ad session for you guys so you guys do not get any ads during the games, hopefully. So here we go. Alright. So we got a prediction going on in the chat. We got 5 minutes to vote on it. And if you make the correct prediction, you'll be awarded some bonus channel points. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if there were any substitutions. Okay. Art Mitch is the original mid laner. Okay. Ooh. Farewell voting against the grain. Well, we got some people voting for DME. Let's go. Alright, finally, we're going to have a prediction that's worth completing. Thank you, Pitful Wolf, for the follow. Reminder, you still have about 4 minutes to get your predictions in if you want to use up some of your channel points. We're working on some redeems, so we're going to get some cool stuff for you guys down the road. But just right now, you know, just stockpile up, pump the stock. Remember to press that follow button if you like it. You can always check out the YouTube if you want to watch all the VODs. We have, I think, almost like 150 plus like games worth of content for you guys to check out and stuff. So there's a lot of cool shit for y'all. Ooh, it's getting close. We're voting more and more for love. But so far, a lot of people are betting on DME. I see who's gonna be able to get it going. Alright, let's swap to the in-game overlay for you guys. And in game 1, we've got... Let's see, what do we got? We got some beautiful skins. I want to see some beautiful skins. We got Chuchu Orn, Frozen Prince Mundo, Justicar, Syndra, Arcane Faction, Jinx, Fairy Court, Melio, Fright Night Nautilus, Gun Goddess, MF, Raulio, Talia, and then Gwen and J4 don't feel like using skins. That's crazy. About to get into the game, ladies and gentlemen. Who's gonna take it? Low elo, bad Wi-Fi confirmed. Because when it's high elo, the lobby loads so fast, I don't even have time to do skin roulette. And now here, man, I'm just sitting on my ass waiting for skin. But like, I already did the skin roulette. On a bright note, though, we do have 2 barriers, 4 teleports. That's always fun to see. I hate seeing 3 teleports. MF with PTA is interesting. And Electrocute on Talia? Okay. I mean, that was one way to play the early game runes, but I've thought something like Phase Rush maybe it could be a little bit more helpful because Talia doesn't tend to do 100 million billion damage in the early game. Unable to download spectator data? Are you fucking shitting me, right? The hell you mean unable to download the spectator data? Fuck out of here. Give me the game. Give me the game. Give me the game. Give me the game. Man. This shit sucks. I think they should stop doing patch notes until they fix the client. Like, people want to be able to play and watch the games. This is horrendous, man. Can we really not load it? Am I gonna get the error message two times in a row? Damn. That's some pretty dog shit. Oh. My cursor is no longer loading. Maybe that's a good sign. Actually, I think maybe that's a bad sign. It's not loading. It's just a black screen. We got an audience of people. Oh, shit! Let's go! We're getting into the game, ladies and gentlemen. Fuck yeah, cause fuck this shit. I think it's loading. It should be loading. Please. Well, I'm in the lobby, so I'm technically already spectating. I think with this, we should be able to get in the game. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. We loaded in. Apologies for the delay. But you are here to watch some goddamn good League of Legends, and I'm here to give you as much of it as I can. Looks like we had a disconnection issue with Zeus. That's why Potato client for so long. Well, yeah, here we go. Zeus has not bought items yet, so gonna go quickly buy his items. We got blue versus red smite, and looks like we're trying to set up an invade here on red side, but Bartovik's gonna take quite a bit of damage from Bax, and the recall is definitely gonna be interrupted. Let's see how many times Bartovik's gets his recall cancelled. But it looks like Natsu has swapped over to an Oracle's lens. Bartovik's also going to be picking up an Oracle's. No ward has been placed yet. Haruki might be in trouble. The dredge line used, but Rafix was aiming the other way. I mean, I feel, yeah, early game wise, I feel like Lovett definitely have a much stronger comp, but if in the mid to late game you can't get through this Mundo Ornn front line, then there's no way in hell you're touching the Jinx. Because Emilio plus a front line, and then there's Syndra with the stun. That's going to be a little bit cray. So we're starting off this lane. Going to be missing out on some some CS for PP. And that skin is always interesting because of like the way like it moves while you shoot. And here you're gonna take a good trade early onto Zeus, but level 1 on Ornn, you're not really much of a champion. You either start Ballow's Breath or you start you start Bellow's Breath. Ooh, looks like we're gonna catch the hook on the PP, and the Chomper is forced to come out, taking that level 2. Feels a little bad. Another nice double up here from Broder. I'm just gonna. Is it fine if I just call him BB? Are you guys gonna be mad if I just call him BB? BB and PP. Their names are really long. Okay, level 3 about to be obtained here. BB gonna get hit by the Super Mega Ultra Fire Kick. And we're looking to deny. Ooh, we even get to deny an extra CS, but somehow Misfortune is behind on farm. Looks like Ravik's looking for a play. We don't exactly know who's getting level 3 when. I think on this cannon minion, that's level 3. We're not going to look for a dredge line. We'll get it onto Emilio, and Haruki might be in a bit of danger, but PP gets ignited, gets stunned up by the staggering blows. Haruki flashes here, looking to make the difference. The zap is going to come down onto BB, but now it's a Jinx with a gun. And if you know anything about Jinx with a gun, you've watched Arcane, you see how she blew up Caitlyn's mom up, and that's gonna be a double kill here, but PP gonna get taken down, and Bartovic's gonna get killed off by Bax. The flag and drag to pop the passive into the Scorched Earth. And there's not much you can really do about it. Gidun is trying to Gidun up Zeus. Gonna dodge out of the way of the Searing Charge. But the Bellows Breath is gonna leave a mark here onto Gidun. Unfortunately, Zeus is out of mana. And an Ornn with no mana doesn't feel really good. Misfortune going for the standard Bloodthirster into I want to do something style build. And we get the flag and drag here onto Sean Flag's forced to flash, and it just might not be enough. That's the Feats of Warfare claim, the flash invested by Natsu to make it so that Love have a decent lead early. Now Bartovic's gonna play hooky with Natsu, and we don't have vision on Bax. That is Bax's flash for free. Bartovix gets to just walk away because, you know, Mundo goes where he pleases. A nice Force of Will combo onto Bax, takes about 30%. Thrown into the stun. Sean Flex takes a lot of damage. He just came back to lane. So far, Bax has not completed a recall. Let's look at the Money Money No Me. 1,700 gold. Wow, we got Jeff Bezos in the building. Bax really not wanting to give up any of that Money Money No Me. It looks like we're going Yuntals. And Rafik's gonna get hit by the Super Mega Fire Kick. We've got the Cozy Campfire for the bonus range. We got the Fish Bones and Pow Pow, but it's not gonna be enough. Looks like Talia is gonna go the I do no damage until 4 item build. And she's just trying to make sure the Cinder Pick doesn't really work out too well. Emilio Shields should ensure that Jinx is safe, especially from any like roam style play. So we'll have to see if Gidun gets a lot of damage in. Looks like it's gonna be a Hollow Radiance here for Ornn. And Gidun has yet to buy an item. There's vision in the mid bush, but right now it looks like we're just gonna care about CSing. A dredge line though could be pretty scary. There are no sums on the bot lane here for the side of DME. My bad, I just had to turn the lights on so you guys could see my beautiful ass background. And Gidun here does the level 6s have been popped, but we're just gonna proc the Hollowed Mist. Bartovix should be able to just steal, well, to just secure this dragon. So it's a 1-to-1 exchange. But remember, Lovett do have the Feats of Warfare up, so they are technically at advantage for feats right now. Mundo probably going towards the Heartsteel. There's a lot of melee and close range champions here in this game, so definitely probably want to see some value. And given the Talia build and what Gwen normally builds, I don't think Mundo should be scared of Leandries. Plus MF not going a crit item first means that she can sustain up in trades, but she doesn't really have much damage. BB here, very slight CS lead. The CS lead that we care about is actually in the mid lane. Talia having enough mana to just spam her way to victory. PB here gonna miss more crucial minions. Ooh, we get the Super Mega Death Rocket really early, just to force the Nautilus back. Ravix is gonna take that like a champ. Looking at the money no me, he's only got about 700 gold, so it doesn't really have much to offer. It looks like Jinx really wanted to take a recall. It's that best fucking sword timer, and you know all about it. Zeus looks like he wants to get something done, but it's gonna walk away at the last. And Sean Flex in a little bit of danger, but hey, there's no real damage from this Talia. Ooh. And yeah, that's Bartovic's gonna take his infected cleaver and shove it so far up Natsu's ass that Natsu's gonna be bleeding tetanus shots for about a week. Yeah, this J4 build, I mean, this Talia build really isn't helping. Ooh, the flash from Sean to make sure that he can get that kill while surviving, because that giant rock would have traded 1 for 1 in the mid lane. But Talia now almost has her Rod of Ages. And Mundo really happy with 2 kills and an assist. So we'll have to see. Haruki is trying to clear up a ward, gonna get hit by the Make It Rain. Staggering blow, forcing the flash. The Breath of Light gonna be invested. And maybe Haruki, no, Haruki is going to be able to yeet herself away. Unfortunately for Haruki, that is all the useful things that Emilio brings to the table for the next 3 minutes. So, and Zeus really starting to put the hurt onto PP Poo Poo. Gonna be in a bit of danger, and it looks like Haruki gonna let PP Poo Poo. Oh, ooh, that double up. The clutch to kill, pretty big. The Ghost was invested top lane by Giduni. And let's see. We got the Heartsteel first item on the Mundo as expected. Mundo is pretty rich having that extra item. Looking at the money no me, we're up about 800 gold here in the jungle division. Zeus is maintaining a decent CS lead. But so is BB in the bot lane versus PP. And Zeus here gonna be the sole proprietor of 2 plates and take a few turret shots, and has to be a little careful because the needlework is coming out. But Zeus, I mean, does have access to the flash. I don't think Gidun's going to be able to make a difference. And now Bartovix is going to find Natsu and Bax. And Bartovix here forced the flash. Okay, but Gidun is a Gwen. You gotta remember, Zeus might be in a bit of danger. And are we gonna get the Q over the wall? No, it looks like everyone's gonna get away. All the flashes were invested from Zeus and Bartovix, but we did manage to burn through Bax and Natsu's flashes while all surviving. So, I mean, that's 3 Heartsteel stacks. That's a positive trade for the Mundo. He got 52 extra HP for free. Cosm is flash. And now we'll see. Probably gonna look to get Dragon number 2. 6 grubs. I mean, Gwen with 6 grubs is pretty scary, so I would try and confront, because the Gwen still doesn't have a full item. But I guess because the Talia ultimate might be a little scary. And here Zeus is just gonna like pound Gwen into the ground. Talk about some smithing XP. PP gonna miss the max range dredge line. And here comes the ultimate. And Haruki here forced to invest the ooh. That's a nice E from the Mundo. Another Heartsteel stack plus a kill. And they're probably gonna be able to collapse on this this dragon. Haruki in a bit of danger though, and that's the flag and drag onto Zeus. The needlework's coming out, and Zeus Zeus cannot really... Ooh. Yeah, Zeus cannot get out of the way. BB trying to kill Haruki, but forced to flash and use the barrier defensively. Now, Bax might be in danger. Bartovix is huge. Bax doesn't have access to flash. And yeah, Bartovix is just gonna run them down. So that's 2-2 in objectives. But now that's Gaduni with 6 grubs and an Asher's Tooth. Go snip, snip, Molo. And now there's no teleport to get back, so that might just be the turret's feet taken. Oh no, looks like we're gonna back off, even though we could have easily gotten that turret. Let's see, we only have 11. Oh, I think that's a misplay. I think we should have committed because we had 6 grubs plus it's Gwen, so it would have just been free. But maybe scared where Bartovix and Zeus were, even though you had just seen them not be near. Okay, well, Gidun's just dead here. Pops the Nos, gets the hollowed miss, gets slowed down. The Ornn ultimate gonna be enough, and that's just a bonk on the booty. It take the bad girls to the corner for punishment. Here, BB Boo Boo gonna try and get something on to BB. The Super Mega Fire Kick gonna find, but BB's gotta finish this fight soon, and that's gonna be Jarvan taking the kill. Now Haruki gets thrown back. And now Natsu gonna get flinged back by a Super Mega Fire Kick. A nice triple force of will, but we're trying to assassinate a tank Talia, and that just does not spell comfort for us. Yeah, his name is DME Zeus. Playing pretty well so far this series though, but the Mundo being 5-1-1 kind of scares me for the side of Love. This Mundo almost on 2 items. Up 3 camps on J4. Now Sean here looking to find the Super Mega Death Rocket gonna be invested, and BB here should just be able to find. Yeah, that's gonna be a shutdown given over. Like that looks like it's the Feats of Warfare. Oh wait, no, we took. Oh no, we took the first turret top. Damn. Zeus with no grubs took first turret. That's kind of crazy. Okay, the Flag and Drag gonna miss Haruki. We're gonna get some damage onto Pee Pee Poo Poo. Pee Pee Poo Poo forced a flash. A barrier barely about to come off cooldown. Haruki might be in a little bit of danger, but Bartovix is huge here. Has so much HP, it's not even funny. And next objective takes the feats. Bartovix feeling pretty strong, but how strong is strong? That's knocked back, does a lot of damage, trying to heal up as much as he can, and Zeus here looking to win the fight against Gidun. And that's gonna be a booty slap, but Seanflex might be taken to the Shadow Realm, and that's BB managing to land up a nice auto combo. Haruki gonna get taken down. The Flag and Drag gonna hit Pee Pee Poo Poo, and now Zeus, Bartovix, they're out of HP, and there's nothing left to peel. Pee Pee Poo Poo, that's a triple kill for the Misfortune, a quadra kill, and that's just a penta denied because wait. I don't know who took the kill, but Talia killed the Mundo. Yeah, unfortunately, DME playing that fight pretty badly. Already having used the Mundo ultimate, was very, very greedy to keep trying to fight. We're gonna use the bullet time to secure. Ooh. Oh wow. Okay. Almost, that Super Mega Death Rocket almost securing the feats. But Natsu gonna make sure that we grab it. And that's almost the full outer ring of turrets taken here in this rotation for the side of for the side of Love It. Mundo has a lot of money. A 900 gold, probably has his Dead Man's Plate ready and waiting. Definitely gonna need a little bit of magic resist, but that's Misfortune with an almost 3,000 gold lead. The Dredge line gonna miss, but we're gonna find a Make It Rain on the BB. Nice double stun here, but the bot lane is nowhere to be seen. And Bartovic's in danger again. It gets the Breath of Light out of the way. And that's going to be Zeus coming in with a Call of the Forge God that's going to miss. That's a 3-man ult from Natsu. And it's a fight on divided fronts. There's Peel for PP. But unfortunately, the front line's very low. Sean's also super low. And now Gwen looking to get that damage in. PP going to get taken out by BB. And now Brother gets a double kill. Unfortunately, the Super Mega Fire Kick not gonna be useful to stop the Gwen. And DME are playing a late game team comp, and they're fighting like they have Kalista Yone in the mid game. But yeah, so that's gonna be soul stacking stopped here by the side of Love It. Back's now on his 2-item spike. He's only got 1,000 gold lead over this Syndra, but he's so tanky that it's really hard to kill him. And now this Misfortune has another 2,000 gold to spend. We're looking at Zeus, trying to keep him away from this turret while BB does what he can. But Back's here forced to invest the flash. A stun over the wall, but we do not know that we hit the Nautilus. And that's going to be the outer ring of turrets just taken. It's a Ruinous Otacon that spawned bot lane. Keep in mind, Voracious Otacon soon is leaving forever. So if you are a fan of GA Otacon, well, no more. Natsu looking for a play here. Found a flank here onto Harui, but the kick is going to be enough to set him back. And this Emilio, some game-saving plays. It's getting caught out here. Means Otacon goes down. And 6 grubs plus Otacon. Kind of crazy. That damage to turret really starts adding up. Natsu might get caught out here, though. And that Zeus taking another kill here. Bartovic's throwing the cleaver. And Ravik's going to get caught out. That's 230 stacks on the Heartsteel already. A really nice bullet time, but unfortunately, BB doesn't really have any armor pen, so there's no damage. The Super Mega Death Rocket comes out, and Gideon is really trying with the needlework, but it's not going to be enough. PP is excited, and what do you do when your PP's excited? Well, you stroke it, and now PP, well, he wants that kill, but he doesn't have enough HP to contest backs. So they're just going to have to be content with what they were able to get done. But some beautiful peel demonstrated here by Haruki and Bartovic's. Bartovic's just sitting and absorbing so much pressure. Yes, I know, I said something pretty haram. Please don't report me. We can clip it. We can clip it. But, please don't send me to Horny Joe. Ooh, Back's gonna take just a lot of damage. The stun from Ornn, the searing charge cannot be interrupted, and that's another kill down the drain. Bartovic's really, right now, it's the first one who gets caught that loses the fight. Well, I mean, yeah, that's a good point. Ravik's here, not going to be able to find the Dredge line, gets stunned up in the forcible combo. That's almost the inner turret, the inner top turret for, ooh. PP might be in a bit of trouble. Has access to the zap, but the flash, the flag and drag gonna be enough, and BB just gonna be like, kapow! Babe, I watched Arcane. I'm the better carry. Alright, Super Mega Fire gotta find Rafix, but I don't think DME want to take this fight, especially when their 80 carry is really, really far behind. 3,000 gold down. The Infinity Edge almost finished here. Only like 200 gold away from being done. Mundo was able to take a turret, but Zeus has to be careful. So there's only 2 people in this mid lane. So it's not as threatening as you'd think. Bax was making a rotation from the top lane. And yeah, right now we're just kind of been chilling. We got the first ornament upgrade, but Syndra really needs some money. Behind in CS, no second item. And yeah, Ornn having 2 items is great, but Mundo's on 3.5, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. The difference we have in the jungle is reflected in the difference we have in the AD carries. Okay. BB has to be careful. There is no flash. And that's going to be Harui caught out. And a beautiful ultimate. As Syndra just going to be trying to get stuff done. The flash over here by Zeus. So we trade a turret for 3 kills plus Otacon plus Dragon? Maybe, but... I mean, I don't know why BB's trying to fight the Mundo with no armor pen. That Mundo has like 300 armor, so he's taking no damage from Misfortune. So, while all the money is on Bartovix, Mundo is not a champion that really does that much damage. He has good, consistent damage. But he's not a Jinx or a yeah, so that's gonna be the Otacon at least taken. We got a Super Mega Death Rocket incoming, and it's going for touristic value. This should be the second Cloud Dragon of the game here. But it looks like BB does not want to risk it, has 2,000 gold to spend, really wants that Infinity Edge. Oh, no, never mind. Looks like we're gonna greed for this dragon. But I mean, there's no contest anyways. Bartovix was seen top lane fighting Gidun. So you know it's a free dragon. So you just take it, run even faster. Mundo can't be split pushing. Well, we're trying to catch out this Gwen. Okay. Okay, well, that's the Ghost invested for the Ornn ultimate. I'd say that's a pretty big W here for DME. But Syndra finally finishing her second item is huge. But we have to be careful. Natsu is around the corner, and while the J4 is a little bit behind, it's a nice knock-up. And if you don't have flash, you're sitting in that MF ultimate. And unfortunately, Bartovix is gonna be like, yeah, you don't do any damage to me, bro. Super Mega Death Rocket gonna be touristic. And we got the knockup, but the brother should be able to get that last hit to kill the Mundo. That's a big shutdown, 650 gold. That's gonna be Baron for love. So basically almost all objectives, there's only like a 500 gold lead right now in this game. The action is intense, but you don't have to be a little bit careful. That is a Syndra with ultimate, and now you don't have the Hollowed Mist. And yeah, that's just gonna be the Storm Surge kill here, but Zeus here gonna be sent to the Shadow Realm. Bax and BB got a lot of damage. Sean doing a good job getting some outstanding turret gold, and at least that turret is gonna get taken. So we're still pretty close in gold, and Syndra almost has that. Syndra almost has her Rabadon's death cap, which would be insane. But yeah, the Jinx is 2 items behind this MF. So Mundo is also on 4 items. I repeat, Mundo is on 4 goddamn items. And now BB just gonna find BB and PP and assassinate him. Yeah, so when I said Mundo doesn't really do much damage, this is what I meant. There's no flash. So Raffic's not gonna be able to. Oh. Okay, the maximum dosage used is gonna be helpful to get stuff done. Oh, but that's BB probably cut out of the way. And yeah, that's a really nice, juicy shutdown. 730 gold given over to the Syndra, who now has more than enough money to get her item. Gwen upgraded her boots, but yeah, see, look at the MF inventory. That's 14,000 gold to 9,000. That's a 5,000 plus gold lead. Natsu now trying to find his way. The Super Mega Death Rocket, unfortunately, gonna be used for touristic value. And Bartovix is huge. I'm surprised his item wasn't upgraded earlier. But let's see, we've upgraded the Yuntals. So that means... Where's Bartovix's upgrade? Oh, Zeus is only level 15. Yes, Mindblow, if you are part of all 3 streams, it technically is. I think it gives 3 viewers. Because the viewers are separate. But that's a nice pullback. You're doing trying to get it done. Does a lot of damage. The needlework takes PP to like nothing. And now we're back on the Baron. We tried. Zeus is holding what he can, but Mundo has Smite, and BB just can't get through this Ornn. That's a nice Indra ultimate onto BB, and that's PP getting excited. And what do you do when your PP's excited? You stroke it. And last time I checked, Zeus is having a lot of fun. We get the Nagabot to Natsu, and now Natsu might have been on more than he could chew. He tries to ult onto Haruki, but it's not enough. Now Zeus, the ability to get another ornamental item, and yeah, this front line from the side of DME is just so big. We just finally got a Leandries. This Talia does negative damage to Bartovix. And we're gonna get excited. Maybe even taking Cloud Soul Point. But everyone is back. Natsu is up in 10. Hidun doesn't have his ultimate though. Does have TP for a flank. But Bartovix is able to do Dragon pretty fast. And he's almost level 18. That's gonna be the Leviathan upgraded here for Bartovix. And we're getting a lot of stuff done. And yeah, that's Baron. Plus Dragon, plus a team fight win, plus we crack the mid lane inhib open. So now Jinx a little bit back in, still down about 4,000 gold, but now it's not 2 full items behind. However, this Mundo is full build. Mundo only gets more impressive as the game goes on, because he's going to gain so much HP from that Heartsteel. Zeus now finishing his Thornmail, working towards his 4th item. And yeah, Gidun's a little bit behind, only has 2 items at this point in the game. So Bartovix with Zeus does clear the wave pretty fast. We got PP in the back line. Now we're looking for a play here onto Rafiq's. The Super Mega Fire Kick is going to miss. And Rafiq's is just taking bullet after bullet. The teleport invested here by Gidun. So that's teleport advantage here to the side of DME. There is nothing to fight for though. DME is right now just kind of working on and this tank Talia gonna get killed. The Syndra has an execute now, 3.5 items, and Rafiq's gonna get taken. That's a nice ultimate into the bullet time, and Sean Flex gonna have to flash out of that, but Bartovix doesn't care and able to just eat this turret pressure. PP gonna be the one tanking the turret though, so a little bit unfortunate for this Jinx. Just ran through in turret aggro and the turret was fully heated, but I don't think BB, who's 18 and 5, can do anything. Unfortunately, the one problem with MF is if your ultimate doesn't get things going, Okay, well, if we just hit the Nexus, guys, we win. Okay, well, it looks like BB is gonna go down fighting, but PP Poo Poo is gonna be the stronger AD carry in this game. Thank you, Bran Louise Lebani, for the follow. We get ready to get into the lobby here for game number 2. Let me just throw the league client back up, and we can see MF did 63,000 damage, but it just didn't matter. Unfortunately, you know, Gwen felt super far behind. Well, Bax had some really nice flips, but yeah, it just wasn't enough. I think it's a best of 3. Let me give out the winning points for the choose outcome. It is DME that won game number 1. Oh, congrats, Pitfall Wolf, making some bank. Oh, also thank you Defmark Esport for the follow. 560 points went to Pitfall Wolf. He is now rich. So we wait for the lobby invite. So we get ready to see what side selection we're going to have here for game number 2. So it won't be too long. Let me get the music back up and running for you guys. There we go. Alright, here we go. I managed to squeeze my cheeks into the spectate. So how do we feel about that game number 1? That was a ton of action. All right, we are deciding a side selection here for Love It. Looks like Love It are gonna stay on red side. Hopefully the draft is gonna go a little bit more in their favor. The Talia pick into a single dash. I mean, the Ornn got cucked a little bit, but at the end of the day, there was just no damage besides Misfortune to break that front line. And Misfortune isn't your traditional AD carry that loves auto-attacking people to death. She's kind of like, you know, press the E, press the R, full combo. She's made for wombo combos. She ain't a Felios, Zeri, or Jinx. So, at the end of the day, it just kind of hurt to see NMF with 20 plus kills lose the game. But, alright, just waiting on the draft link, and then we can get started. We'll have a prediction. We'll have a prediction going after the draft, so make sure you hold on to your channel points. And, yeah. Just waiting on some progress. Yeah. It's a pretty good game 1. I like games that have a ton of action, especially when the macro's not, like, the best. You know, it's just fun to see very, very bloody games. I feel like it makes it more enticing, you know? Ba ba da, ba ba da, ba ba ba. Who are we waiting on? We're waiting on Haruki and... Who's missing from the lobby? Am I blind? It's Haruki and PP. So many people. Just being chillin'. All right. There we go. We're inviting rest of the lobby, so should be good to go in a second. Just waiting on PP. Oh. Me waiting on draft link. Where the draft link at? Oh. There you go. We got a new spectator link. You know what that means? Wow! Look at that draft cam. So we got Cyber here on blue. Love it on red for game number 2. Okay, the ready check from Love It has come out. I'm just waiting on a DME. Okay. So we're about to invite PP. Alrighty, we are officially into the draft, ladies and gentlemen. So we saw a big focus on Bartovic's getting a good early champion pick, and I didn't really like the J4. Like, it meshes well with it meshed well with the what's it called? Meshed well with the MF, but we didn't have a Rel. We had a Nautilus. I think Rel would have done so much more in this case. But I mean, hey, if Rafix doesn't play it, then that's just a shame. Rakan, Rel, Alistair, all champions that I feel like just do more. So we got the same bans for game number 1, just we banned Varus third instead of first on the side of DME. And we banned Tristana second instead of first on the side of Loveit. Otherwise, let's see, because are we just going to get a salty run back? Because, I mean, the Jinx is left open. Sure, PP had a bit of trouble, but they didn't really get to PP in team fights. The team fights that mattered, PP was alive. So, Haruki had some really good plays on the Milio. Would maybe like to see the Lulu if Haruki plays it, but the Milio wasn't bad. It was really helping the key members stay alive for however long they needed to stay alive. Okay, so we are just salty run backing it. I would not pick the support here. I think you leave support pick for a bit later. Right now, you just grab yourself a good jungler or a good mid. You have counter pick, or you grab yourself a good top laner. But I would not pick the support here onto here for Loveit, because the Nautilus didn't really get anything done. Had some okay ultimates, but missed about 90+% of the dredge lines. And yeah, Braum makes a lot more sense. Not the support I'd pair with MF, but just really good at cucking out the Jinx and establishing a concurrent stun that allows Braum to do more damage over here. So we'll see what we answer with here on the side of Cyber. Maybe we see the Lulu this time. Maybe we go back to the Milio. Braum doesn't really benefit from dashing, but Seraphine, fantastic champion to pair with the Jinx, great at disengaging, and honestly amazing into engaged champions. If you see them pick a blind engage champ, you can just pick Seraphine and you have insane disengage. Does leave you a little bit squishier, and you do not have a cleanse, but we'll see where it goes. Here we got the Mordekaiser lock-in. I feel like Mundo would have been a fine lock-in here, but maybe it leaves them open to some bad matchups. I don't really know anything that's a bad matchup for Mundo. He just kind of does whatever he wants. So we'll have to see where this Mordekaiser goes. Looks like Natsu here gonna go back on Sejuani duty. The J4 really didn't work out too well. Had some okay flag and drags, but was just so far behind and felt so useless in team fights. Outside of the like 2 team fights where BB managed to kill people in the J4 ultimate. But other than that, let's see here. So we're going to be banning more than likely more mid laners here. So the Neferi taken off the board, Tristana taken off the board, Aurora and Orianna also taken off the board. Okay, this time we're banning the Galio. Before we ban the Hui, because I mean Hui in this team comp isn't bad, but only having one synergical champion with the Sejuani feels a little bit bad. But I don't think we're gonna see a blind pick Yone, although it is pretty powerful in the meta right now. The clock is ticking here, and we're gonna ban Gnar away from Zeus. Okay. Are we hinting at the possibility of wanting to play Cassante? But I mean, Cassante and the Mordekaiser. Well, we don't know where this Mordekaiser is going right now. It could be top lane, but it also could be jungle. I don't like the idea of Mordekaiser jungle. I feel like it just doesn't do anything. But I mean, the Mundo jungle did so much last game. It was kind of crazy. So we'll have to see here. All right. So the how good am I? How good am I? I see Sejuani. I already know what's going to be picked mid lane. Crazy. Call me the data scientist because I just know this shit. By the way, it's from like thousands of hours of watching esports. I just know what's optimal. Alright, let's see what we finish off the roster here. We're gonna pick a Nasus. Okay. Shrug, question mark, shrug, shrug, question mark, shrug. Okay, so we got 0 knockups for Yasuo, but we picked Yasuo because Yasuo technically good into Yone. That's crazy. Okay, so what is it, like Nasus jungle? No, it has to be, I think it's Mordekaiser jungle, Nasus top? Or blind picking Nasus? I mean, there's some champions that can abuse the Nasus early, but like late game, Nasus just doesn't give a damn. It's time though. The peel is a lot worse. Oh, and we get the synergistic pairing with the Rumble and Sejuani in the top lane. So whoever is top lane is going to have to be a little bit careful. Let's go back. Yeah, Mordekaiser E can proc Yasuo ultimate, but it's like a frame perfect window. It's not like sloppy seconds where you have a lot of time to actually think. So it's not as good as you think it is. Anyways, we're gonna slap some ads and we'll be right back in a second, but I will put the prediction in the chat right after this. Now go ahead and get your votes in. Prediction is up. Oh, I got a friend request from Broder. Casting inviters. All in on blue. All right. Let's see that. Let's see that all in. Woof. 770 points. That's crazy. Oh, no one has faith in love here for game number 2. No one believes in them, fortunately. BB played his mind out, but unfortunately, he was playing Misfortune, and he was not playing something like an Aphelios. If he was playing like an Aphelios, Azaria, or Jinx with that scoreline, oh boy, bro, man, that game would have been over. Would have just straight up like one-shot the Ornn or the Mundo. Make sure you use up your points. There's still about 2.5 minutes to get your vote in. Because who knows? This team comp, though, from Love It looks much cleaner than whatever hullabaloo DME have drafted for us. But hey, I mean, DME won from behind and then just snowballed into an unkillable frontline. So maybe this Mordekaiser Nasus Wombo is gonna be enough. But this time they have a better ultimate for the MF ult top lane. They have actual CC in the mid lane. That's easier to land. And yeah, Sejuani is definitely just more of a useful champion than J4 is. Alright, well, farewell. Put your money where your mouth is. Vote for love. Come on, give poor Pitfall Wolf some competition. But yeah, standard draft wise, love it have the much cleaner composition. But you never know. It's the magic of the unknown here for DME. Maybe their random champion picks will just get some cool stuff done. We got about a minute left on the prediction. Make sure to get your vote in. Also, a reminder, if you do enjoy watching some YouTube videos, like the content you're currently watching, but others, make sure you can always just check this out. We do daily uploads, cooking shorts, anime reviews, League of Legends, RuneScape, all that good stuff. So you don't want to miss out. We're also pushing for 1,000 subscribers. I'd be eternally grateful if ever we hit it. So it'd be fantastic. Yeah. Alright, let's turn off the Rito Village. Alright, so we have no Loved believers. That is crazy. If I had money, I'd put it on Loved for this game. Because they were playing pretty well early, and then I don't know what happened with Gudun, but they kind of just stopped doing stuff. Just fell more and more behind. It was a bit crazy. Unfortunately, I don't know if there's gonna be any points added to the prediction since only one side was voted for. But I'll keep you guys posted on that. Hopefully, we get into game this time the first time. No more spectator bug issue. Fuck that shit. We want to have some fun. Can Lovett take us to Silver Scrapes? Do they have enough friendship power to win a game? We'll have to find out. I switched the in-game overlay. Don't worry, you're not going to miss out on anything. We're just getting ready for that skin roulette. Here we go. In game number 2, the skin roulette. We've got ourselves some sexy skins. Let's see what we got today. Come on, show up. We got ourselves Armored Titan, Nasus, Darkstar, Mordekaiser, Dream Dragon, Yasuo, T1 Jinx, Battle Dove Seraphine, Braum Lionheart, Ruin Misfortune, High Noon, Project Sejuani, and Gidun disappointing us again 2 games in a row, not using a damn skin. Ooh, Shondo not taking that teleport. Is it gonna bite DME in the ass to only have Nasus with teleport? We'll have to see and find out. Even Bags took teleport on the Yone. So we've got Fleet Footwork in the mid lane. And Exhaust this time for Rafix. Make sure that Yasuo or that Nasus can't just one-shot broader. So let's see who's got them hands in game number 2, ladies and gentlemen. As I get ready. Oof. I've been trying to fix my sleeping schedule, make it better for everyone. But my head has been hurting a lot lately. I think I've been eating enough, but I don't know. There's just a lot of pain lately. 1, 2, 3. Alrighty, here we go. We are getting into the gamesies. We got ourselves blue versus green smite. Doran's shield here on Yone. Interesting. Okay, so Bags understanding that he's gonna be backpedaling in this laning phase. he had oh, Gidun might be in a bit of trouble. Gidun might be forced to flash here. Yeah, okay, that's gonna be a flash advantage in the top lane. That's insane. That's massive. Okay, Bartovic's starting topside here. No invasive wards placed. Ooh, Bags looking to get a Raptor ward. Is gonna successfully infiltrate. It looks like it's a chickens versus blue start here for both junglers. Let's see here. Can PP Poo Poo have a redemption? Oh, okay. Sean gonna get a last second ward. So we've got intel on both camps. It looks like Sejuani gonna decide to start off at another camp and not get spotted out. But here PP and Harugi are walking up. But Rafix in the bush with BB looking to get ready. And that's just a nice double up. PB might be in a bit of trouble. You might have to invest the heal invested by Harugi already. Unfortunate. So let's see if this Rumble's able to abuse Nasus. Because early on, Rumble's just a better champion. The Wither coming down here onto Gidun. No Spirit Fire means it's going to make trades a little harder. And Rumble does have to be careful because he'll like eternally be pushing the wave. We'll have to see also if we go Leandri's first here. Ooh, that's a nice double up. PP going to be able to dodge out of the way of the Winter's Bite. Now Gidun is shoving Zeus in, and Zeus is going to miss quite a bit of CS. But BB is trying to keep up as much poke as he can. And now we got no pots left here in the bot lane. For the side of Love It. Zeus really getting punished. Gets taken super low, and the Scrap Shield gonna be able to absorb the entirety of this. Ooh. If Zeus had, if Gidun had flash, that was a kill right there. But Gidun losing his flash level 1 actually made it so that he could not kill Zeus. Okay, Bartovic's gonna try and get a gank in. But that means Sejuani is going to get early grub access. Sorry, early Scuttle Crab access. And that might just be a double crab here. Ooh, PP it's taken pretty low. The Q3 for Yon was blocked by the wind wall. Ooh, Steel Tempest versus the Q3 on Yon. It looks like the double crab is gonna be a thing. Here's the Sejuani gonna off to a small lead, 150 gold lead in the jungle, just from slightly better camp management. Reminder: when the high noon skins for Yon or Yasuo crit, you hear a gun sound, so that's pretty cool. Gidun might be in a bit of trouble. Doesn't have a recall yet. But Nasus getting just boots and a longsword. Not exactly what I call pressure. And not getting early magic resist might be a bit painful. Okay. Ooh. Gidun forcing Zeus to flash there. That's pretty big. Now Zeus has to be careful. Had used his TP already. Now Bax is level 6. Oh, we've got boots for both Yasuo and Jinx early. And Gideon's still not looking to take a reset. Only up about 50 gold here. But Zeus is gonna hit 6 any minute now. So we gotta be a little bit careful. Yeah, so the Fury of the Sands is available. Is that gonna be enough? No, it looks like Gideon is able to just walk away. A wind wall here, gonna block the Winter's Bite, but Nasus is out of mana. And that's gonna be Natsu able to take. Asper's Blood going over to Sejuani. And Sean getting knocked up, getting stunned up. And that's a Yone ultimate. And yeah, things are looking just great here for Lovett. They have winning lanes. And now Zeus gets the recall. Oh. Zeus gets the recall. Sorry, not Zeus. Gideon gets the recall here with a... That's a flash from Haruki. Invested. Oh, that's pretty big. Nothing invested from the bot lane. So Gideon is going to make it back to lane with just... looks like unfortunately... Yeah, ooh. Having to sell that longsword to buy the Sheen. Unfortunate for Nasus. But was only down about 20 gold. Ooh, wow. BB getting some good damage in. Got a BF sword recall first. So he's definitely doing better in the trade department than this Jinx is, who just has boots. And so far, jungle-wise, things seem to be pretty even. And is that just going to be objective number 2 taken here? That's going to be a 2-0 in objectives. Putting them almost on match point for the feats, because they're 1 kill off. And Haruki in a little bit of trouble. And that's the feats of warfare claimed. We also got what did we use the Sejuani ult on? Okay, so the flash invested by Gideon, but that's both ults traded once again. And yeah, Jinx is a little bit poor. That's almost a full item here for Misfortune. Once she gets that Bloodthirster, it'll make things a lot easier to get going. And Sean is doing what he can, but Yone is just getting kills. So the CS doesn't really matter at this point, because it's just up an extra 600 plus gold. And Gideon is doing what he can to keep this Nasus bullied, but is down in gold, even though Nasus is down in CS. So I don't really know how that works. Maybe there was a cannon that was missed or something. Okay, Mordekaiser looking to get in. We sent MF to the Shadow Realm. And that's gonna be Haruki killing BB, but Bartovik's getting traded. And now Zeus might be in a bit of trouble. Oh wow, Gideon using the scrap shield. And that's gonna be Natsu just tanking the turret. That's 2-0 on objectives. And yeah, we don't have no Braum ultimate because we used it. But we are just having fun at the end of the day, and that's gonna be. Is that Sejuani just getting triple grubs? Oh no, Mordekaiser are gonna look to steal. And yeah, okay, so that's gonna be a void grub at least taken away, so it's gonna be 2-4 in grubs. So at least Bartovix is putting himself on the map. This game he seems much lazier than he was last game. On the Mundo, he was super active, was making sure that all the plays were going well. Well, this game he feels pretty invisible. I don't know why we shrugged off the Mundo, because it was left open and it looked phenomenal, especially like into this comp. It looks fucking fine if you ask me. But I guess there's more mixed damage, so it's a little more painful. It's almost Leandri's finished here for Gidun. Let's see if Rumble does end up getting the Swifties just to deal with the Wither. Because that and the Mordekaiser slow from the Rylai's could be pretty annoying to deal with. Zayas is doing what he can. Gidun's level 10, so that means Gidun will have the level rank 2 ultimate first in lane, which is pretty big. Ooh, that's a missed cannon. Okay, I can see why Gidun's a little bit behind in gold. Man hasn't been landing his cannon minions. Now that should be a turret plate though. Going over to Gidun. Oh, no, it looks like it was missed. Unfortunately. Okay, BB might be in a bit of danger. The Encore is gonna miss, but we're gonna get a nice bullet time here. Harugi forced the flash. And now Harugi in a little bit of trouble. And now, who's in the Shadow Realm? It's Natsu. Bartovix manages to tank that, and PP gets excited. And now we get a 2-man ultimate. But Bax. Okay, wow. Unfortunately for the side. Okay, so it looks like Nasus was able to run down. So Zayas was able to run down Gidun. And Dragon is up. This Yon is huge though. So maybe Bags will single-handedly be able to take Lovett to Silver Scrapes. Because if we had the potential to play a champion like this, I really don't know why we didn't play it before. And oh, that's a nice Q3 over the wall. The flash to get in, and that's gonna be Bax just sending Mordekaiser to the Shadow Realm. This Mordekaiser here from the side of Bartovix really just not getting anything done. And let's see. Yeah. Naz is here getting to the point where he can kind of not give a damn about the Rumble. If you have the ultimate and you have the Wither, you can just run this Rumble down. There's no Swifties to try and survive. And yeah, that's going to be the feats of strength taken for love. And that's going to be pretty important versus a Yasuo and a Jinx. Those plated steel caps are really going to be annoying if Rumble and Sejuani decide to get them. Okay, we get the Unbreakable. So the Glacial Fissure is gonna manage to lock up Harugi, forcing the flash on PP. And yeah, so far we're just repeating game 1, where PP gets poo-pooed on. And there's just there's no winner's queue in this bot lane. But this time, Bartovix, who had a lot of money, isn't really present in the game. There's a 3,000 gold deficit. First turret gonna go to MF. So she's gonna draw an even bigger lead. Sadly, only 700 gold up right now. But there's a 1,600 gold lead here in the mid lane here for Bax. So he's gonna be a much more relevant player in this series. It's on the Talia that goes Seraph's Rod of Ages. I'm sorry, but yeah, that's the NPC build. Talia already a champion that doesn't do that much damage. And here we got Yasuo Yon already working on the crit side of the build. Getting ready to get an Immortal Shield Bow already. Thought the IE would have been next, but against Nasus, definitely going to need something. BB here might be in a bit of trouble. And yeah, that's just going to be Nasus locked up, has no armor yet, and that's godlike. Here, Gidun trying to get stuff done, but going to get charmed, thrown into the chompers. And yeah, unfortunately, Gidun flashing in a straight line versus Seraphine Jinx. Not what I call a smart decision, but at least Sean able to get a turret for himself. Something that DME were really good at. We're getting objectives while losing other parts of the map. Still about a 2k gold deficit here, but that's almost the outer ring of turrets gone here for the side of DME. And this Yone is looking primed. The Nasus, though, taking a little bit of a lead in terms of the money. Rumble had a few fumbles, but so far all eyes are on this Yone to see what Bax can get done here for the side of Love. Okay, the Q3 and E from Yone gonna be invested over the wall. Just checking the Raptors. Rafix's door gonna be placed a little bit wonkily, but PP, if he face checks that brush, might be in a little bit of the danger zone. Okay, Natsu gonna forget how to aim, but we got the bullet time, and Bartovix is going to town. Just walking up, be like, yo, I do damage. Oof. Bax does so much damage. That's kind of crazy. Here's Zeus, force the flash. Just biding time against the Nasus. Well, that's Zeus's ultimate. Ravix might be going down, but Bartovix definitely ain't surviving that. And now this Yone is legendary. And that should be the mid lane outer turrets, and maybe the inner worked on here for the side of no, okay, it's not even gonna be enough to get the turrets. We're just gonna get a charge in, and now Yone is on split pushing duty, has 9,000 gold, and is just Zeus doesn't have an ult though, so has to be careful. And yeah, that's just gonna be a solo bolo, not even needing the Rumble ultimate. It wasn't even available, but that's another 2,500 gold in the pocket for Yone. And yeah, Nasus, no armor boots, and no armor at all. It's still working towards a Triforce, and that's, yeah, that's Immortal Shield Bow plus BF Sword picked up. And so once once Yone has his IE, he can then build a pen item, and then he'll basically be rinsing the shit out of Nasus for a while. At least though, at least Zeus able to pick up a his Triforce, so he can start doing some stuff. But yeah, this is an Infernal Dragon Soul. And Atakan has also spawned bot. And with the fact that Yone is so huge, that might just be Soul Point into Atakan. Give or take, you trade a turret. But yeah, Bags here able to just solo the objective. But we're going to throw the Super Mega Death Rocket. It is going to add a touristic value. But now we're trying to get something here from the side of DME. Because right now we're just giving up a lot. And this passive buff, the teleport top lane to make sure that not too much goes bad. Gidon might have... Okay, well... yeah. Bartovix is gonna find Natsu, but I don't know if Sejuani wants to smoke. However, she does have 2 items, just no magic resistance. That's gonna be Bartovix able to secure his buff. And yeah, that's the Immortal Shield build. That's just gonna be enough. And though Double Flash was invested, Yasuo does manage to get the kill. So that's gonna be 1,000 gold here for Sean. Though Yon almost has his IE at this point in the game, and things are gonna be a little bit crazy here for us guys. If we want DME to win this 2-0, they're gonna have to step it up, because right now, at least PP at this point of the game isn't as much of an NPC. Is still a little bit behind, but is missing about 100-ish gold to finish his Infinity Edge. And then he'll be on the same terms. Technically, he'll be on better terms than Misfortune, because Misfortune went ER-BT, so there's no real damage here. It's just mana sustain, so she can keep pushing waves. But in the face of a Nasus, that's not very helpful. Bags here gonna be sent back bot lane to continue split pushing duty. Rafix here gonna get caught out, forced to flash, but the Glacial Fissure not gonna be used up. The Super Mega Death Rocket here. Oh, we do use the Sejuani ultimate. Unfortunately, Rafix just shot his ult backwards, and I don't know if Natsu was forced. I think, honestly, against a Nasus Mordekaiser, I think you just take... Okay, PP might be in a little bit of danger. Okay, well... Yeah, Sean not having fun at all, but... Yeah, Nasus now getting to the point where he doesn't really care. But no Swifties against Rumble is pretty big. Okay, now it's Bartovix versus Yon one more time. But this time, there isn't going to be the Ignite to help out Bartovix. That's going to be Bags able to take a recall. That's his Infinity Edge. Plus, we start working on that anti-heal pen item. Yep. No, okay, no, looks like we're going for a defensive item here on the Yone. Maybe we're gonna see the Iceborne Gauntlet, an item that is often seen as a flex item for any of the win shitters, as they can proc it really well and quite often. Okay, well, we're just stacking up armor here on the side of Lovett. I understand. Iron Asher has spawned, but Infernal Soul is in 20 seconds. And if you think Yone is... Okay, that's the Mordekaiser ultimate. The barrier from PP, and PP died. Wait, where did PP die? Oh no, PP died mid. Okay, but that was both sums plus the Nasus ultimate, the Mordekaiser ultimate, the Sejuani, sorry, the Seraphine ultimate. So we're trading. Okay, we're giving up Dragon Soul. We're letting them have one dragon, but we're gonna lose Baron, and this is a Ruinous Otacon Baron, so it's gonna put in a lot of work. However, if Bax doesn't have it, it's not gonna mean that much. You gotta give some. Oh, the Super Mega Death Rock is gonna be blocked by the Unbreakable. Looks like we're not gonna be able to wait. Sejuani forced to render the smite here. BB here looking to scare off Haruki, but that's not gonna work. I wonder what defensive item Yon is looking to go for, because I mean, if it's just a Jack show, it's just a Jack show. That's like cool and all, but we'll have to see. Okay. Well, BB now working towards his Infinity Edge. And that's going to be Bartovix able to survive with the Yon with the ultimate. And ooh, we got the double TP in the mid lane though. And that's just gonna be PP and Haruki taken to the Shadow Realm. And we blow the flash on Bartovix. So that could also, so that is also the bot inner turret taken. And BB does have some grub-a-dub lubbies. I think Bartovix just killed himself. Yeah, Bartovix just killed himself. Yon didn't have Q3. So Bartovix brought him into Q range. And just was like, hey, you know what? Bismillah! Thank you, Azanai XD, for the follow. Okay, can Bax win this? Nope. Oof. Almost 100-0 through the ultimates without his own. Yeah, this Yon is pretty damn powerful. Another 30. It's currently 1-0 for Love It. Sorry, 1-0 for DME. It's match point for DME if this is a best of 3. So the Jack Show was picked up. I think a Death's Dance would be really good to pair with this Jack Show. Got a lot of armor going, and if anything, Cyber did win first game. Yes, they had a Mundo that just said "fuck you," and that was all she wrote. To be fair, BB had 20 kills that game, and Bartovix just laughed. It was like, you can't kill me. I do damage. I take damage. I live. Alright, so Yon up to 4 items. The 100% crit now available for Yasuo. And looks like we're working towards maybe a Rapid Fire or a Phantom Dancer here for the side of Jinx. The IE finished on MF is pretty big. We are not investing the Yon ultimate, but it looks like we are trying to Haruki might just be dead meat. However, Gidon might oh, is Gidon dead here? I think Gidon should really just buy Swifties. His Sork shoes really aren't doing anything. And yeah, well, Nasus is pushing. Okay. Looks like Rafix was sent to the Shadow Realm, and he's gonna be the sacrificial lamb. But we traded. Oh, I think Rafix should have kept his flash. I don't think he was making it out alive. And, okay, Bags here putting in some work. And that's going to be Zeus almost melting to the Misfortune ultimate. So the wind wall is going to put in some good work. Ooh, Jinx. Woo! And love it. Dirty with that. And that's yeah, that's just the end of the game. 30-second death timers across the board. And beautiful peel and guerrilla tactics by Bax and Natsu. That was a 4v5 they won. And yeah, this Mordekaiser jungle, definitely not good. I don't like it. But ladies and gentlemen, we're going to Silver Scrapes. Game 3 on the line. $10,000 damage Yasuo, 50,000 damage Yone. Yasuo might have won lore-wise, but Yone won game-wise. Unfortunate. Alright, as we wait for the let's get one round of Silver Scrapes ready. Are you guys ready? Do you guys have your lighter emojis or your fire emojis? Where the hell is it? Am I stupid? Where the hell is my Silver Scrapes? Nah, where is it? Ain't no way. Ain't no way it's not here. Forgotten favorites. What, has it been so long since I played them? Oh, Silver Scripts is ready. Alright. Get your messages in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. It is time to fire it up. We are going to game number 3. There you go. Throw out a chef's kiss. Belladissimo. And yeah. Alright, get the phones out. Get the flashlight going. There we go. That was our Silver Scapes tribute for y'all. Alright, this time we got 11 on blue side. Okay. We're going to game 3, ladies and gentlemen. How do we feel? How do we feel about that game? How do we feel about game 2? Not gonna lie, as much as I like the Jinx pick, we're not playing around it. And I didn't know Bax could just show up, play Yone, and be like, we lost game 1 convincingly. Who cares? I beat your ass myself. Really pulled a 180 from his Thalia performance, and shit was kind of crazy. Yeah, Bax put his D on the table and he's like, suck it! And everyone was like, ah, fuck, we have to. He asked nicely. Shit was crazy. Do 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 do. A reminder, if you'd love to support the stream, you can do it 2 ways. You could follow and subscribe on the Twitch or the YouTube, and if you're feeling real frisky and or you have too much money and you don't know what to do with it, smash that subscribe button here on Twitch or go join the channel memberships on YouTube. We're gonna get some cool stuff going for you guys, and any money helps me make my dream come true. Maybe we'll even get a new Udi. We'll start a fundraiser for the second Udi so we can swap them out for you guys. Because right now, we only got the little penguins, but maybe it's time we get a cool one. Holy shit, oil money? Damn, that's crazy. A reminder that using your Twitch Prime is free and it supports creators. So if you have one and you haven't used it up yet, feel free to just yeet it my way. It goes a long way. Oh, man, these people take too many shits. I think we've waited like almost 15 to 20 minutes in between 3 games. That is crazy. So, let's compare quickly while we wait for the draft to start. This is what Demi drafted in game 2. I feel like it had no synergy, was pretty jank, and it was basically just betting on Nasus 1v9ing the game. This is what Cyber drafted game 1, and it looks so much cleaner. They ended up having a frontline that did stuff, because Bartovik's here in game 2. It was basically just AFK. He was like 0-2-2, while in game 1 he was like 5-0 by like second grub spawn. The man was huge and he had so much impact. So we need to see, for game number 3, we need to see 1, Bartovik's on a champion that does something. 2, Zeus has to play a champ that is useful, because Nasus, no offense, most useless champion in the game. And while it was cool that we slammed down the Wind Shitter Showdown, Bax kind of like steamrolled the shit out of Sean. So I would not like to see the Yasuo unless we have champions that enable the Yasuo. And honestly, if you don't want to lane against Yone, ban it. You're on red side, so you got counter pick, so you can just ban it away and then pick something else. Just please don't go Rod Seraph Talia and then do nothing. Alright, we have the ready check from Lovett. We're just waiting on the ready check here from DME, and then we're gonna be good to get it started for game number 3. Alright, here we go. We are starting the draft. Alright, let's see. Are the bans gonna change? So we've had DME on blue for 2 games. So let's see if anything actually changes, or if this is just possibly Salty Runback number 3. Because I'll be honest, the Jinx comp has to become a Jinx comp if you want it to get anything done, because there was no peel. Seraphina's not really an enchanter. She's more of like a shield, like she's just there for a shield. And okay, see, look, Cyber adapting, banning the Yone, and now do we just ban the Orianna as well, or? So if we don't ban the Varus, Lovett are more than likely just going to pick it. It's really good. Okay, so the Varus is banned, so Orianna was left open. So now Lovett have to choose if they want to take away the Jinx. At this point, I don't know why they're taking away the Jinx. There's just better champions to play. But, I mean, seeing Kog'Maw... Okay, so we have a Caitlyn here. Now, the important thing with Caitlyn, you need to pair her with an aggressive support, and you have to play for this bot lane. Caitlyn wants to push the wave in. She wants to get turret plates. She wants to take early turrets. She wants to rotate. So we need to play for bot lane. If we don't play for bot lane, there's no point in picking this Caitlyn, because... Oh, Cyber here. Gonna log in the Rat. That's pretty scary. But it depends what pairing you put him with. Are we going to give him the Lulu? We've not seen Harugi try and touch the Lulu, and the Lulu's been open all series long. Is it going to be a Nami to give the Twitch a slow for the Pow 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 build? Okay, now we've got a... Ooh, okay. That's interesting. It's very, very interesting. I know Harugi plays a decent amount of Soraka. I'm not sure why she plays a decent amount of Soraka, but I mean, so far, scaling-wise, DME have a pretty nice bot lane. Bax finally gonna get access to his Orianna that's been banned the entire series during the first rotation of bans. So we'll have to see if the ban was justified, because Orianna not necessarily the best at catching out Twitch or at killing the Twitch. But if we see Rod Seraphs, yeah, this Twitch ain't ever dying to Orianna. Okay, we got the Nocturne Orianna, so we're putting a lot of faith into Natsu for the ball delivery system. Okay, let's see what jungle Cyber are looking to pick up, or if they're just gonna pick up a mid lane. I think they should just pick up a jungle here. It's a pretty close game. I can't really tell who's gonna win. Okay. I'm not a fan of this. But this is Zeus's Gwen. We really need a front line though. So unless the jungler is gonna play a tank, well, because right now we have no engage. We need engage on the side of DME. See what they're gonna ban out first. Maybe it'll give me some insight into what they want to pick. Because the banning Nautilus, they're just trying to get rid of things that are a pain for Twitch to deal with. So the Nautilus, I'm expecting maybe the Lux. Now, excuse me, Malphite? Okay. Maybe Gidun is a Malphite slammer. Maybe that's why, yeah, Love It are definitely cooking. Unoptimally cooking, but they're cooking. So we're gonna ban the Syndra away. Something that Sean had access game 1. I don't think it was that strong. Was good for picking out brother, but I don't think it was that amazing that it warrants a ban. But maybe it's just it's just really not a fun matchup. Okay, so this is Diana jungle against Nocturne. Okay, so we have a way to go in. Do we have any follow-up? I mean, we got Gwen, but so far we got no front line. Is Lovett gonna do the same thing that DME are doing and draft 0 front line as well? Have to see. The clock is ticking. What are we picking? Oh, we've got a Shen here from Gidun. Alright, that's interesting. I mean, Diana, Twitch, decent amount of auto attacks. Gwen, not really gonna give much of a damn. I mean, maybe the E auto attacks, but most of Gwen's actual damage comes from her Q and her ultimate, which are pretty stupidly OP. So we have one part of the tank recipe now. Ooh, and we get the Maokai here for Rafix. Okay, that's definitely a lot easier to play than Nautilus and Braum. Okay, I mean, hopefully Rafix isn't gonna be ulting backwards. Because, I mean, you ult backwards, then it's just going to be a kick of the W's. Ooh, the Gnar here for Zeus. Confident going into this. Oh, wait, what? Is Diana mid? Okay, I'm confused. But anyways, as always, we're going to run a small ad break so you guys do not have to see any ads while we are playing the game. So we'll be back in just a quick second of mundo. Make sure to use your points because we're about to start a prediction for them juicy goosey loosey channel points. Alright, so while we do that, I'm going to get a refill on my water. I'll be right back. Shouldn't miss anything, to be fair. Oh. All in for 5,000 points! Holy shit, Jonas is putting it all on the line! Let's see some love for DME. Holy shit, that's 5,000 juicy big ones. From Jodas. Crazy. Alrighty. Oh, We got 50, 60 points, 70 points for DME. Looks like people are throwing 10 points. Oh shit, the points are starting to climb. Will we be able to match the 5,000 points? Because if not, the return on DME is going to be insane, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, I turned the music off. My head's hurting a decent amount. So, gotta keep that, gotta keep that energy for the amount of brain cells I have left. Okay. Whew. Man. Hopefully, by tomorrow, this headache is gone and I can go back to enjoying life comfortably. So right now, woo! It is beating my ass. And not in the cool kawaii kind of way, you know? Well, we are about to get into the gamesies. We've got a big amount of support for Love and a small amount of support for DME. The games have been action-packed so far. Anyone could take it. Winner advances, loser does not. So that is a pretty big endgame. Either of these orgs journey here in the GGL playoffs, either one of them ends tonight and the other continues towards the semifinals. Unless this is like for the finals, and then hopefully that's a best of 5. All right, here we go. Gonna switch to the in-game. This is for the semis. Okay, so it's for a spot in the semifinals. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting ready to go into the game. All right, can we please, for the love of God, have one game where there's 10 skins? Please, please, just do me a solid. 10 skins, please. Oh, shit. To play against Flextra. Alright, so we got Gidun disappointing as always, but we got Olga, Nocturne, Winter Wonder, Oriana, Battle Academia, Caitlyn, Meow, Kai, Crime City, Twitch, Spirit Blossom, Soraka, Dragon Slayer, Diana, and Dino Gnar. Once again, Mr. Sean Flexi not taking that teleport. And we saw how useful Bax was able to put the pressure on. I have to see if this Electrocute Ignite Diana is going to be able to put in the work, because the Yasuo pick into the Yone didn't work, like at all. And Sean's got to be a part of the roster. He's got to be able to get something done. But hopefully Bartovics is going to be able to be a little bit more action-centric this game. He's playing the Gwen. Gwen kind of has decent clear. He has a good duelist early on, especially at that level 6. So hopefully we see Bartovics do something in the game, because that'd be nice. But we've got the return of Double Barrier. Finally, we got Lethal Tempo versus Lethal Tempo. And Rafik's back on that Ignite, because as though he may be a friend of the forest, he wants to see the world burn. Alright, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Scroll 1, scroll 2, scroll 3, and we are in the game. Alright, double defensive start here for the top lanes. Do we got enough juice?
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. 30 seconds until minions spawn.
Ooh, Bartovics could have been in a little bit of trouble, but Bag's able to cancel the recall here. Well, Bags might be treading on enemy territory here, but PP Ooh, that's gonna be the first ward over to Oriana. There's no more XP. It's just a little bit of money. Are we doing a lane swap? No? Okay. The Ravix is taking a sweet ass time to get back to the lane though. Okay, no lane swap shenanigans. I think we're a little bit too low elo for lane swaps anyways. But it looks like we're just gonna get a delayed entry to the lane. Ravix might be a little bit behind on the XP curve. Twitch trying to find the Caitlyn, but Caitlyn smartly going to take the long route on her way to lane. Not really gonna lose much out of it. Maybe a few CS at most, but hey, it's better to not lose your flash level 1. Kidun has already learned that. And putting a good chunk of damage here. It's a grass v grass showdown here. And Kidun's got to remember that if you're not in the Shen barrier, you do take damage from auto attacks. Oof. That's a good taunt here onto Zeus. The power of the Gnar is when you have the Mega. And that's going to be first blood here in the mid lane. So forcing the flash here. And it's just going to be enough at the end of the day. Gidun might be looking for something. Everyone has to be careful because a crunch could do a lot. The mini Gnar, not so powerful versus the big boy Shen. Okay. We're doing a good job, like, denying some XP from the Twitch. Well, denying some CS, I don't really know if we're outside of XP range. The hop over Shen's head. Zeus able to get away from Gidun here. And it's a slight XP advantage for now. Lol Spies riding Jodas with a party of 5. Ooh, the barrier comes out. And we've got... Okay, Shopflex trying to get away, but the paranoia, the fear, gonna force the flash. Natsu, though, might be in a bit of trouble, but... Oh, we get the ghost here. Ooh, Bartovic's gonna take a lot of damage here, though. Yeah. And that's a summoner burn basically for free from the side of Gwen. So Natsu gonna be really happy with that. Both junglers at about the same amount of CS, and it looks like we've got a Nashor's 2 first. Coming through here. PP looking to get some cheese going onto the Caitlyn. A little bit of chip damage. And Haruki gonna take a decent amount of damage from the Piltover Peacemaker, but should be fine. Land a few Qs and you're good to go. Bramble Smash, not gonna be able to find its target. Ooh, Diana able to get away again. Zay is going to go into Wallop. I'm gonna wallop the wrong way, but not take turret aggro from it, so he's gonna be fine. And Sean here, ooh, looking for a kill, but gonna be able to bully backs off the wave again. No TP available this time, so we're starting to build up a little bit of a lead. Almost 400 gold here for this Diana. We'll have to see what we end up getting. It's going to be some CS missed out for both mid laners. So it looks like we are going Rod of Ages on Oriana. I mean, it makes more sense this game than it did on the Talia, I'll be honest. But Yeah, unfortunately, hopefully it's not like Rod into Seraphs, because we really need some magic damage before 5 items on this Oriana. Yeah, that's an alternator taken here for Diana, and it looks like Gnar is building something offensive early. And Arafix is silenced, but I don't think Bartovix has enough damage to get stuff done. Ooh, gonna take him pretty low here, but that is Bartovix ganking versus taking an objective. Still so far, looks like we're going to be starting up. Ooh. Yeah, that was a bit of a misplay. Yeah, oof. Natsu gonna almost just die from that. And gotta be a little bit careful. And Zay is able to build up a little bit of a lead here. Game number 3. I wonder what he's gonna be building towards. Is it like a Wit's End or something? Or are we going Blade of the Ruined King against Shen or something? I really don't know. Looks like PP wants to get something done here in the mid lane. But it's gonna lose a decent amount of CS just for trying to roam. Okay, well, the Shen barrier putting in so much work there, it's kind of crazy. Though Gidon is gonna get taken down. And PB's gotta be careful. Okay. Okay, we've got the ultimate coming out from Twitch. Is getting a little bit low. But now, Sean here just gonna get taken to the Shadow Realm by the Paranoia. Okay, we're gonna use the Nature's Grasp just to cancel a recall. Zeus does still have the Meganar for a little bit, but it's about to go back down. And that means Caitlyn's gonna get priority to hitting the turret for some plates. Artovix still has not gotten anything done this game. Oh, I mean, sorry, he got a Cloud Drake, but it's like the most useless of first dragons that one can have, so. Though Natsu was able to get himself a kill, so he's on the board, slowly working towards that item. Twitch is going Yuntal's first, and it looks like we're about to find another victim. Oh, we get the double hop, and Zay is here, forced to flash. So once that Paranoia is back up, it could mean danger. Oh, we are going Roa Seraphs on Oriana. I hate that build, man. It feels so useless to go Roa and Seraphs. I mean, like, you can go one, but going both is... Okay, Sean Flags did the rotation. Get a gank off, but unfortunately the Maokai saplings are just gonna prove to be too strong. Bartovix here gonna get his recall cancelled. And now Caitlyn looking a little bit richer. We've got the Paranoia almost once again here. The flash over the wall by Natsu gonna be matched by the flash for Sean. Fortunately, Gideon gonna be missing all that CS. Regardless of if he's playing Rumble, Naz's, Rumble, Gwen, or Shen, he's gonna miss those cannons. And it looks like Natsu just wanted a single grub. So that denies the possibility of a steal. Okay, Gideon doing what he can to survive. That might be first turret bot lane though. That's 4 grubs. There's no TP. Diana is trying to make her way. Oh, okay. Zeus gets taunted, and Saraga here forced to ult, but Bartovix is not winning these trades. And PP here gets isolated even more. Down almost 40 CS at this point. We have the paranoia. And Zay is just going to be able to get away. Doesn't even need his flash, but that's the Shen flash, the Nocturne ultimate. And that's first, yeah. That should be the feats. No. But Gideon is gonna get taken down. So that's so essentially this next objective is gonna be really important. Sean looking to try and build up some objective pressure. A nice we're trying to get but Sean here gonna get caught by the turret shot. That ignite is gonna go down, and Zay is just gonna use the legendary Korean strategy called walking away. Fortunately, Sean didn't get the memo on how to use that Korean strategy, and therefore took turret aggro and died. So we are 1-1 in objectives so far. Eclipse here on Nocturne is an interesting first item. We got the Twisted Advance here onto PP. Now Ravix might be in a little bit of danger. We got the Caitlyn ultimate, but it's not gonna be enough to get stuff done. So Caitlyn looking to take a recall. And that's the Yuntals plus the Berserker Greaves. So almost one item across the board here for everyone. As Diana Pig is like working and not working at the same time. That's Swifties plus Borg here for Zeus. So he's got a really aggressive build. He's trying to get something going. He's definitely going to do a lot of damage in the mid game, but he's going to be very squishy with no Triforce and no Sterix.
You're looking a little green.
Alright, that's a lot of damage onto PP, but Harugi just presses the ult, and then PP is safe. Looking to finally get his BF sword. But the strength for the Caitlyn comp. Ooh, wow. Okay, that's a lot of damage. Harugi getting chunked to like 20% here. And Zeus might be in a bit of trouble. Here, able to use the Gnar and then flash away to safety. And as Maokai is making things awkward here for PP and Sean. Because you can't get too close. Because he's just going to lock you up. And then Caitlyn's just going to do headshot central. Plus there's a Shen ultimate to worry about. So it's there's really like no damage here. That was Twitch Ultimate Dan Ultimate invested for Caitlyn Flash plus Shen Ultimate. So give or take about the same value, but Shen Ultimate is a really long cooldown, and Caitlyn Flash is 5 minutes. Though Caitlyn is pretty happy being more than a BF sword ahead. Okay. Bartovix is here. The objective, it's going down, but it's going down pretty slowly. Zay is now working towards... Oh wow, that's the feats done in. And Bartovix, you had smite, brother. You had smite, Bartovix. You had one job. Yeah. Bartovix, fantastic game 1. Don't ask what happened games 2 and game 3. Maybe it was a little greedy for Zeus to dive in 1v4. He didn't die, but it is an Infernal Soul. Okay, that's gonna be PP getting a kill here. Oh. Ooh. And yeah, that's all 4 summoners burned from the bot lane of DME. Natsu getting really powerful there, but a nice trade in the mid lane. Sean getting another kill, but is down almost 50 plus CS. The Herald is gonna be crashing here. And with 4 gloves, that should be enough to take the turret. And that's gonna be the Soraka getting caught in the Orianna ultimate, and the damageless Orianna build putting in a lot of work. Now Zeus has no flash, can't get away, is on the super squishy build. And Bax on a rampage, just deciding to 1v9 these games with his jungler. Games 2 and Game 3, the real redemption for Bax here. Alright. Looks like the saga of Love Esports in the GGL isn't quite over yet. That's gonna be the second dragon taken for the game. Yeah. Yeah, Orianna with about 2,600 gold and Nocturne with a little over 2k. Gonna look great. Plus, Shen just kind of doing his own thing. Not having to care about this big Gnar. And just walk away. Not really care. Orianna here now has the Seraphs. And unfortunately, I would love to see Spellslinger shoes, because I feel like it would really help Orianna get a little bit more of that damage, get more movement speed and stuff. But a solid lead here in both the mid and AD carry and jungle has been formed here for Love It. There was so little action this game that we got a voracious Otacon. Do you know how hard it is to get one in these lower elo games? That is crazy. Okay, Zay is here looking to make a play on Yudon. Has to do something. Okay, well. Alright, well, that's the Mega Gnar cooldown. I mean, it should be back by the time he has it again. But it was a nice attempt. We're just trying to, like... Wow. Wow, okay. And that's a painful Caitlyn. And she doesn't even have 2 items yet. Okay, So we're just A-ramming in the top lane. Otacon is available. And the needlework's coming out, getting a lot of damage. Rafix might... Ooh. Okay, looks like we found a good engage. Orianna and Nocturne, though, they're looking to try and get objectives out of it as the inner turrets. And Nocturne really wanted that inhibitor turret, but ooh, wow, Zay is able to survive that. Pretty good on his part. That is a voracious Otacon taken though for the side of DME, and unfortunately Zeus has already lost his Otacon, his false life. All right. So the Triforce, Zeus is getting pretty strong at this point in the game. Shen down about 3,000 gold. Is a little bit crazy if you ask me, but it's Orianna now working towards a Leandries. Okay. I mean, there's no real tank to deal with, but it's I build a lot of HP and mana build kind of build. So, and Twitch is decidedly not going for an attack damage item. And let's see if it bites him in the ass, because attack speed is cool and all, but we kind of need damage, no? And PP here. Ooh. That's the false life invested. Haruki here forced the flash away. So, I mean, you get the paranoia. Yeah, Sean able to get a little bit of money here though. Still down about 1,000 gold, but this Diana with a little bit of grub access does do a decent amount of damage to the turret. It's gonna look to take a recall, has 1,300 gold, probably working towards Zonia's. Ooh, not taking a recall. This could be dangerous. Alright, and Baxwell 3 levels up, so yeah, definitely has more stats than Sean Flex. It doesn't really have to respect that. Yeah. The mid lane difference is basically the top lane difference right now. Say is almost 3 levels up on Gidun. So the Shen is very squishy. Okay. That's 2 turret shots. That's pretty big. Okay, Bartovix is here. We're looking to and we're gonna lose the dragon. Oh yeah, Bartovix. What is this? That's crazy. Alright, Gidun is trying to cheese some turrets, some turret hits. But it's just not getting anything done. Zeus might be in a little bit ninja, but there's no paranoia, so I mean, if he just grieves like that, knowing that the Nocturne is coming, the Nocturne is huge. Yeah, I think Zeus might just be Kaput and Zoski, and that's gonna be Baron for love. Yeah. These last 2 jungle picks here for Bartovix really haven't been working out. I love the Mundo in game 1, but the Gwen and the Mordekaiser have felt so useless. There's a 6-1 Orianna, she's almost on 4 items. It's insane how fed Bax is. Alright, so we got PP with Arunans now. And he's down 2,000 gold. And Caitlyn has some AD in her build, so when she auto attacks, it kind of hurts. I'm not sure if PP could even kill Shen at this point in the game. Gwen has the 1v9 if this team wants to get anything done, because right now Bartovic's is down almost 3 levels in the jungle, and that's almost impossible. But this Nocturne Orianna combo has put in so much work, it's kind of crazy. But this Orianna and Nocturne are the only real sources of damage on the team. If Orianna dies, I don't think there's much of a fighting chance for Lovett. Unfortunately, the minion dies while Zeus is hopping on it, so he doesn't get a double hop. And now the Mega Gnar has been used up. And now we go back to Mini Gnar. Paranoia is off cooldown though, so if Zeus greeds a little too hard, he might just get taken. Gideon able to take the top outer for himself. And now we're just gonna jump on Haruki. And yeah, damages have negative damage at this point of the game. Sean is trying to get stuff done, but Bartovix is just gonna get balle dans ta tête. And yeah, we're sending DME Cyber to the Shadow Realm in this game. Unfortunately, the wild, wacky West picks really not working out. Jodas being rewarded for staying faithful. It looks like Lovett continue their GGL journey, and we'll see you guys more than likely next week for the semi-final match of Lovett versus DME Flextra. Now that's gonna be pretty hype. Thank you guys for watching as always. And is there anyone we want to raid? Are we raiding anyone? Because I gotta get going. GG's to Lovett for the W. Do we wanna do we wanna give a raid shout out to anyone? Or am I just ending the stream? Jodas has officially become rich. Thank you. Raynars for the follow. Thank you. Gidun for the follow. Thank you. BB for the follow. It's my pleasure, Bax. It's my pleasure. Are we just rating? Are we just rating Jodas? Because I think their game is still ongoing. So let's see. Can I rate Jodas? Alright, let's raid Jodas. Are you guys ready? So get your raid messages ready. Alright, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go, 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 go! We're raiding! We're raiding! Roar! Alright. There we go.
Bring me Flexra, eh oui, c'est l'attitude qu'on veut. C'est l'attitude qu'on veut. Mais là, il va falloir pratiquer, il va falloir travailler, là. Il va falloir travailler pour pas faire comme la gamer, c'est qu'on fait des fights, mais on focus jamais les mêmes targets. Faut parler, faut communiquer, dire c'est qui qu'on focus. Gotta work on that. Ça a été le plus gros souci qu'on a eu dans le gamer. Tu voyais, là, même au bot, là, les 2v2 qui devraient être win parce qu'on doit focus la même personne, qui sont loose finalement parce que on met toute notre burst sur une personne différente. Fait qu'on est à comme 200 speed de tuer quelqu'un, puis après ça, de pouvoir turn le fight. Mais c'est vrai que c'est pas grand chose. Si c'est juste ça, hein, à travailler, au moins, ça peut se faire rapidement. Il suffit juste d'ouvrir sa trappe. Mais GG les boys. Good game maintenant. Vous êtes juste à temps pour la troisième game également. Troisième game de la IDM. Donc, Université Laval contre la Logomie. 1-1. Mais par contre, le Blue Side a gagné les deux premières games. Blue Side qui semble avantagé. Faut pas grave, 0 damage gamer et force des fights. Je pense que. En fait, c'est qu'il y a des fights qui auraient pu être mieux joués aussi. Il y a beaucoup de fights, c'est qu'on avait les damages pour tuer des gens, mais on split focus every time. Là. On split focus. I was 16-2, we had the damage. Ouais, ben c'est ça, c'est que MF tue pas les tanks, mais Gwen peut tuer les tanks.